I'm Sttowe here, and you know what I like more than money, food, big titty anime goth chicks? It's men. Big, sweaty, muscular JoJo men with cream all over their neck.
Shooting stars never fly for me. My house on Mars kinda hard to see. But I'll see you again. I'll see you again. Shooting stars never fly for me. My house on Mars kinda hard to see. I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
As much as I love women, if you're a JoJo fan like me, you just like men. That's just how it goes. Anyways, we finally got another Weiss Schwarz opening, this time JoJo. They recently came out with the part 3 and part 6 of the Weiss Schwarz JoJo, which I'm kind of shocked because I was not expecting this to come out or be a thing. Like Epstein's flight list, World War III, me dying of a heart attack at McDonald's, it felt more like something that would happen than, you know, them continuing the JoJo with Weiss Schwarz. So, you know, fuck it, we love it. We're not going to be opening these two, though. I got a bunch of these, pretty expensive, actually. And they didn't really do, like, real quick, they didn't really do, like, a good, I guess, release of this. Like, I didn't even know this was out. When I saw it on AmiAmi, which I guess, you know, you wouldn't normally buy Weiss Schwarz cards on AmiAmi, but I saw these and they were already sold out, and I was like, damn, man, I really missed this. Like, I didn't even know this was a thing. So, whatever. We're going to be opening that, but I figured we'd start out with the part 5 of JoJo, where it all started, as far as Weiss Schwarz is concerned, with a booster box of this. So, MSRP for this product, I do not fucking know, because this product actually used to be a lot more expensive. Right now, I was able to get this for about $60 on eBay. Now, I remember that this was actually hovering around, I think, $300 about a year or two ago. This was a very expensive product. I could be wrong, though. It could be the, like, I guess, special edition booster box that was around $300. But definitely this was not under $100 a couple years ago. So surprisingly, I don't know what they did, whether Weiss Schwarz just like shit the bed and, you know, now it's like cheap, or maybe they did another release. I don't know, but I got my hands on this. Time to open some big Twinkie men. Believe it or not, I am very excited to be opening this product. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like one of my top 3 anime, if not my favorite. It was actually the first anime I ever watched that got me back into anime, in a way. Like, I used to, as a kid, I would watch, like, Dragon Ball Z and that basic stuff. But, like, JoJo was really the first time I got into, whoa, okay, basically, you know, anime. So this is kind of crazy. So we got our first, I guess this is like a promo card of Narancha, and I'm surprised it comes in a sleeve. Is that like a normal thing? I would have not expected this to come in a sleeve, but okay. And then we get this sticker, scratch off sticker, we'll just put that in there. But yeah, JoJo was the first ever anime that I fell in love with and got into. And, you know, as a kid, I probably already said this story. In high school, never a big fan of anime at all. Basically, I thought anime was for geeks, nerds, the smelly kids. Which, not gonna lie, they were pretty smelly. And basically consisted of a lot of people in Japanese class. Like, it would be all the kids that took Japanese in high school were all the, like, cringy, nerdy kids. But, it was like, I'm never getting into fucking anime. Okay, we got our first shiny... Is this a signature? That's a signature. What does this mean? Wait, okay. That's a golden signature. But where do you see the rarity? Is that down here? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if this is valuable or not. I assume because of the signature, but wow, okay. What a way to start the opening on the first pack. I will definitely sleeve that up. But these are the last couple of cards, and we got our shiny boy, the tongue. Definitely the biggest hit I really want are these two fucks as I drop the card. Prosciutto and Pesci are my favorite fucking characters in part 5. I'm a big Prosciutto lover. Like, this bro, this guy right here, badass. Fucking almost wipes the whole team out with like Grateful Dead or whatever the fuck his stand's called. Fucking shoots Mista in the head a million times. Should have fucking killed him, by the way. It's bullshit. But, oh my god, I love Prosciutto. And then, of course, Beach Boy is just a classic. Pesci is a classic. But, I gotta get sleeves. I'm never a big fan of anime. It kind of, like, the roles have kind of switched nowadays. If you don't like anime, you're basically, like, a weirdo. So, funny how the tables have turned. It used to be you got beat the fuck up. Now you get beat the fuck up if you don't watch anime. Mentally or emotionally, I guess. Because no one wants to talk to you if you don't like anime. Fugo, another Narancia card. Okay. Pretty dope. Glittery purple. But yeah, so basically I was never into anime at all. And then I saw my sister watching anime and I made fun of her a lot. And she was watching JoJo. And basically, okay, really cute. My cutie batootie, the crazy dude. Trish, okay, shiny Trish. And another shiny card, okay. White Album, so 2 shiny cards. I wonder if, I don't know, like, I don't know what to expect out of this set, if these are normal, if you're supposed to get 1 shiny card a pack, if you're like, if getting 2 is a normal thing. I have no idea, but the art is definitely gorgeous. One of my favorite things about JoJo. But anyways, I'd make fun of my sister all the time. And then one day I went in her room and I saw her watching JoJo Part 3. No clue what it was. It's just a big, just bunch of buff men. I was like, what stupid ass shit is this? So I just, I decided to like sit there, make fun of it, while she was watching. And it was the submarine episode, if you ever know that one. And basically, they were all, like, about to drown, spoiler alert, and then they just do, like, this handshake, they're, like, they're fucking hitting each other, and, as they're right about to die, and I thought that was hilarious for some stupid fucking reason. I'm like, you know what, this isn't bad, let me try to watch this, and, ooh, my boy, and, okay, Mirror Man, Hollow. And then I was like, I just started watching it, and I actually kind of got hooked. And, I was like, all right, listen, if I'm going to give anime a shot, I'm going to start at the beginning. And normally, if you're watching JoJo, starting from the beginning is, like, the worst thing in the world. Because part 1 is, like, known for being, like, the most boring. But, so, I was like, all right, fine, I'll fucking watch it. And part 1, oh my god, that was taking me forever. I'm like, Sophia, which is my sister's name, I'm like, this fucking show is god-awful. And then part 2 got a little bit better. I really like Jonathan. King Crimson! Holy crap, okay. Whew. And Fugo. Okay, so now we're getting 2 hollows. Alright. What fucking dog is dying outside? Holy shit. Sounds like a fucking chicken sucking dick. Alright, now that I got that out of my system, yeah, basically, I just fucking continued through it, and then I got to part 3, and part 3, honest to God, this fucking chicken, I'm gonna... Anyways, I don't know if you could hear this, but this dog is fucking having a stroke outside. I'm gonna fucking nut all over these cards right now if this dog doesn't shut the fuck up. Anyways, yeah, so, I don't know where I just left off, because I'm... Whoa, what is this? Okay, my boy. Put that to the side there. We got Cancer, a key, and then, whoo, badass. Anyways, yeah, so I basically just fell in love with JoJo with part 3. Part 3 being my favorite out of any other part. Part 6 was good. Part 5 I thought was the next best. Like part 5, and a lot of people don't like part 5, but we're just going to talk about JoJo, obviously, while opening JoJo. So the thing I love about JoJo, and this is kind of going to be a spoiler in a way, not really, but they're not afraid to kill people off. Like, most animes will not kill people off. Fucking, at the end of JoJo, like, half the squad's dead, if not all. Like, it's just fucking wild. That, it's funny, it's serious, the music is great, the fucking references are amazing, the art style is gorgeous. Like, I don't understand, like, alright, I get it. Very, very, like, flamey, fruity, but I love it. It's, look at that, like, where do you, it's just crazy. Okay, I thought that was a hot, oh, okay, Metallica, Risotto. Basically, the art is just so amazing, and a lot of people don't like the art. They like the art from, like, part 4, which is like, it's alright. But I think the art, and, like, the fact that the art changes throughout every, like, part is just such a cool thing. But the art is fantastic. Like, look at these poses. And the poses are based off of, like, actual models posing. And to me, it's like, sure, that's kind of, like, fruity, but, like, to me, that's, like, the pinnacle of masculinity. When you can beat someone the fuck up and then just hit the fucking Victoria's Secrets pose, I'm sorry, but that you know, it's over. So I just love the poses, and if I want to make a card game so bad, like a TCG, and it's gonna be kind of like JoJo in a way, if I ever actually decide to continue with it. I've been on and off with it, but yeah. So, oh my god, Giorno surrounded by green nut all over his face. Okay. Going through the parts, honestly, after watching all of JoJo and then rewatching part 1 isn't actually all that bad. It's kind of weird. Like, when you first watch JoJo, which, the thing is, right, if you're trying to get someone into JoJo, it's very hard to do. And honestly, like, I can't even get my best friend to do it because he's a bitch, but that's besides the point. I actually was able to get someone into JoJo, actually 2 people into JoJo by starting them with part 5, because Bruno Bucciarati, clearly. But basically, you don't really, oh, okay, another hollow. You don't really need to know, I guess, about the story to watch part 5. It's kind of its own thing, and sure, like, you know, if you watched the previous seasons, you'll know about Polmarath, you'll know about, you know, the stand arrow and stands and stuff like that, and obviously Giorno being Dio's son, but, like, they kind of hint with that stuff, but they still have their own story, and it definitely shows a lot about JoJo, the world of JoJo. Now, a lot of people don't like part 5, from my understanding, just because it's just different, and it's not, you know, following the JoJos, I guess, but I absolutely love part 5. Definitely a top contender with my favorite part. I have not read any of the manga or anything, so I haven't seen part 7, 8, 9. But, you know, I'm followed all the way up with part 6. In part 6, what the fuck is this? I think that is his stand. Giorno Giovanna's stand disintegrating, maybe? That's what I think it is. This is a pretty dope card. But yeah, I think, you know, a good way to get someone into JoJo is starting them with part 5, in my opinion, because you see all the best of JoJo. Definitely what an amazing story and everything. With some good music, great fucking battles, a amazing villain in King Crimson. I love the boss. But, you know, you can get them starting into part 1, which is really how you should do it. Start with part 1 and continue, but it definitely is hard. You know, part 2, a lot of people love because of Joseph, and Joseph is a great, you know, hero, and, you know, It's just, you would have to basically make sure they watch all of part 1, get into part 2, and like hopefully like it from there. Part 3 is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. Bruno Bucciarati with the breasts. It's just very long, and a lot of people don't like that whole villain of the week. But honestly, I don't mind the villain of the week. It just made it made the camaraderie of the group and everything last longer, and it really made you feel emotional for all the deaths in a way. I won't say who, but you know, obviously it's JoJo. There's gonna be deaths. So I can't, like, I cried the most in part 3 out of all the parts, because I loved all the characters. And Mista, okay, Trish's Stan, Giorno's Stan, Narancha, what the fuck was that? Okay, so that's pretty dope. That's kind of, oh wow, it's the basic glitter, but like it's kind of cool. These are definitely cool. Like, out of all the like Weiss Schwarz ones, even though like Weiss Schwarz uses a lot of movie, you know, not movie, but anime scenes, like they don't do their own art. Like the JoJo cards are gorgeous because the art is gorgeous. So it definitely, you know, it almost is like, damn, I don't remember that from the anime, you know, and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, that's part 3, and part 3 definitely has one of the best villain fights. You know, just fucking Dio, and so iconic with the world and everything. JoJo is just an iconic anime, and oh my god. Alright, this is so sad because I really wanted to see Metallica's like actual attack. Oh, that's such a shame. And then Diavolo looking pretty badass. Oh, I don't know. Part 5 was so good. Anyways, part 4 is a fan favorite because I guess it's like your slice of life typical anime, which a lot of people can like get around. Honestly, this is gonna sound like this is a hot take. Part 4, I thought, was, besides part 1, the worst part, in my opinion, because it was just so damn boring. I don't give a shit. They're in the same town, doing their thing. It felt so boring. I will say, you know, Jotaro was a badass in that part, and, oh my god, fucking Kira, one of the top 10, like, I think he's what? Like, he's not the best villain in all of anime, but I think he's, like, in the top 3 of just how, like his character is. I don't know how to describe it, but he's definitely one of the best villains in all of JoJo. So just really crazy. Part 5, obviously an amazing story, amazing group that, you know, just a lot of people for some reason can't really get behind. This is the scene right before he gets sucked off by Giorno, and that's probably why a lot of people can't get behind it. And this guy with, you know, JoJo has a lot of weird niche things. So it's like a weird humor. And I just love that about JoJo. And then we got part 6. And part 6, you know, I was like iffy on it. Because, you know, I don't know anything. I didn't know anything going up to that point. And I was excited because, oh god, it's Jotaro's daughter. How badass is that going to be? Jotaro is like my favorite character. I love Jotaro and his green color scheme, but I was worried how it was going to be. And oh my god, part 6 was fucking amazing. The priest was such a good villain in my opinion. And then the fucking twist, spoiler alert, that, right, he fucking wins. Like, who would have guessed that fucking halfway through all of JoJo, they would have just pulled a reversal and been like, yeah, we're starting over, villain wins. That was fucking wild. I will say, I was a bit heated on how it ended because I really wanted the ending of part 6 to be like, okay, each character has their final battle with the priest and they each die one by one. And instead, they all just got fucking team wiped in like the last minute. And to me, that was kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. And it was really cool to see, you know, Jotaro try to fight Made in Heaven. Oh my god, it is so good. And of course you have part 7, which, you know, hopefully will come out soon and not take 20 fucking years. And apparently that is like considered one of the best like seasons or parts in any anime. We got not Fugo. What the fuck is this guy's name? I keep forgetting it. with like little feet is his stand. I'm not too sure. So sadly, we did not get our crazy card of Prosciutto and Pesci, but I guess, you know, we got some pretty dope cards. This is a dope card, really cool. And then, of course, we got the signature, which I don't know if that's guaranteed per box or not, but still pretty cool. Not too big a fan of Fugo, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we have some gorgeous glitter hollows. Don't really know if any of these are, like, a different rarity than another, because they all kind of have the same hollow, but really dope King Crimson card. And just these cards, the art, so great. Definitely, I gotta open another one of these. I have another one of the parts 5, but I wasn't too sure if I was gonna open it or just keep it sealed. I probably gotta buy another one of these, because that's 60 bucks. It's not that bad of a buy, I guess. Not sure really. I think that was how much they went for. I'm not too sure. And then, of course, we got, you know, the part 3, part 6, which, oh my god, I can't wait to open these. I got 3 of each. Gonna probably open 2 per. And unfortunately, these only come with 6 packs. So I think this had 24, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, definitely can't wait. Really, really fun opening. As always, we love big titty anime men. Of course we do. Funny enough, that's actually what I give the nicknames to of my 2 buddies, Matt and Danny. My buddy Matt, I call him Big Titty Matty Daddy. Really stupid. And then with Danny, I call him, Double Decker Danny, and then his last name, which also starts with a D because he has big D's. Really fun opening. I love JoJo, as you could tell, because I could just talk about JoJo 24/7, monologue, and just... I'm a JoJo nut. So, yeah, I love JoJo. Can't have enough JoJo in my mouth. But yeah, another Weiss Schwarz, oh my god, set that we opened. Was kind of surprised we're jumping back in the Weiss Schwarz. And a really cool set. I really love it. And we're definitely going to be opening the part 3, the part 6 of Weiss Schwarz. I also got Disney Blau of Weiss Schwarz and Disney 100 of Weiss Schwarz that I can also do more openings of. And who knows, I might dip into other Weiss Schwarz sets, like maybe Attack on Titan, Konosuba, some other ones, I guess, of animes that I've seen, but... Weiss Schwarz still surprises me to this day, because again, opening these cards is pretty fun, especially when you don't know the value to them. It just doesn't, you don't give a shit. It just, you love opening these, and this was a really fun opening for me, at least. Schwarz. I'm gonna show you my Schwarz. Suck on these.